It's a pretty good video. I just watched a video of a guy showing his Costco membership to a girl at a at a football or basketball game or something, and she just went wow and flipped it over and looked at the Costco cart like, man, if that's what you got to do to like impress women, where the fuck are my women? Woman, just get a. Listen, there's no women in construction. It's hard to find them. And when you do find a woman in construction, they are, they typically don't classify as such. Frankly, you'd be looking at something that escaped from the zoo. But hey everybody, what's going on? It's Chuck the FNG here, and I am back with a little bit more Outer Worlds, and we are going to continue on with the Peril on Gorgon, or Gorgon? Gugun? And we do have a couple people here that were arguing last time we played. It's been a little bit, I'm not gonna lie. It's been a week or two.
Sorry?
I've been sent to meet a certain someone about a certain piece of merchandise. They're supposed to use a secret code phrase.
Can't help you. I'm just here to drink.
That's the code phrase. It is you.
Quiet down. You're making a scene.
Alright. Alright, Freddy. Oh, I think I need that.
That was my salvage, Trixie. You had no right to it then, and you've no right to it now.
I risked my life sneaking around Marauders to claim that wreck. And I didn't see your name on it.
Now you've done it. Eat fist!
All right, that's enough! This is a family establishment! You want to make a mess? You make it outside!
But this was personal, Lex. It's a question of salvage. That wreck was gonna make me a fortune.
Now you two listen, this is my place. While you're in the Sprat Shack, you'll sit quietly or I'll forbid you to come here at all. Is that understood?
Fair's fair. I'll have a stout, and we'll settle this later on our own terms.
It's no good to leave a fight unresolved. If I don't do something, these two are gonna be at each other's throats. You do that for me?
Oh, I'll do anything for you, Lex. Whew.
I appreciate it all the same. You'll be paid for your time and expertise, of course. Freddy, Trixie, go on and make your case to the generous stranger.
I'll start, seeing as I'm the one who's been most wronged in this equation.
Say your name for the tavern.
Oh, very formal. Freddy the Scab, freelancer for sublight salvage and shipping, same as my father before me.
Junkyard Trixie. Also a salvage freelancer. Though, I've been at it longer than Freddy.
So, just up the road and due east of here, there's a shipwreck lodged in the mountainside, right? I staked my claim on that wreck. Then I wandered in for a drink. An hour later, Trixie swaggers in bragging about her salvage. Ugh, the nerve of some people. I climbed on top of it and called out in my loudest voice, "Finders keepers!"
Absolutely. I'll go with, like, legal.
I don't know about legal, but it's legit by sublight standards. Assuming anyone was around to hear it, which we can't know for sure.
Someone must have heard me. They just ain't brave enough to step forward and admit it. What if I were to sweeten the deal? Say the salvage is mine, and I'll give you a share of the finder's fee.
Bullshit. That ain't fair.
Neither is this. Interesting. We'll go with this one.
When I found the shipwreck, there were no salvage mark. See, the whole area was teeming with bloodthirsty marauders. So I snuck around and added my tag, clear as day so no drunken idiots could claim the salvage out from under me, Freddy.
For the record, when I heard the marauders coming, I left. Trixie must have set her mark down after me.
Yes.
Quit leading the prosecution, Hullhead. Anyway, that's my story, sir. I drew an X in the dirt, with my toe. Wouldn't surprise me in the least, but that doesn't mean it ain't mine.
In all my years, I've never heard a more contentious argument. I don't envy your shoulders for bearing the weight of responsibility. You've heard it from them both. So, who gets the salvage?
Okay. So... I kind of like this number 4 one. Neither one gets it. Because they don't know... Neither one of them tagged the salvage. Freddy claimed it, but he just said, I claim it, and I declare bankruptcy, and then just walked away. And then Trixie just, like, drew it. I don't even know if she went there. I'm gonna go with number 4.
That ain't no kind of fair.
He ain't even from around here, Lex.
Here's a 6-pack on the house, plus your fee. Maybe now we'll finally get some peace around here for a change. A little too often, if you ask me, but that's the sublight way. Anything worth doing is worth fighting over. Come and chat if you're ever feeling thirsty.
Oh, boss. I was hoping for a scuffle. I had a bottle ready and everything.
Very diplomatic, Captain. Though fighting would be preferable to another conversation such as that.
I don't know. I enjoyed that conversation. 2 idiots not knowing what the hell they're doing. That's a good one. Vending machine. Alright, what can I do here? I have a lot of stuff to sell, I believe. I do not. Never mind, I lied. I'm a big fat liar. I do need to reload. Go ahead and reload everything.
Groundbreaker never had bars this nice. They got balconies and everything.
They do.
Surprisingly, this place exhibits an aesthetically pleasing use of space.
Thank you, Max. But I just got done playing a different game.
Wonder if they could... Nah, who am I kidding?
I hope you're talking about me. Hello, Roscoe.
Holy shit, a fresh face. Haven't seen your like in years. Don't know what brought you to the most dangerous corner of this solar system, pal, but you're welcome here. Oh, you talked to Lex yet? She tell you to keep it civil? You wouldn't guess to talk to her, but that lady's got a mean left hook.
Yeah?
Some kind. Yeah, that's a good way to put it. Got into reporting thinking I was gonna be some sort of public intellectual. What a joke. Spent 95% of my time playing stenographer to the board, and the rest writing puff pieces on the chairman's latest beard trim. Real life and death shit.
Oh.
When the project fell apart, Spacer's Choice refused to extract me. They left me here to rot. Listen, I hate asking for handouts, but my back's against the wall here. If you're going back out there, do you think you'd be willing to do an old bastard a small favor?
Helping out old. Yeah, there we go.
I prefer to think of it more as a way of life than a job.
Well, I've been trying to get away from this rock for 5 lobby-fucked years, but I can't stay gone.
Okay.
Told you I was a journalist, right? I was here on a story back when Project Gorgon was active. I was doing an interview series for Spacer's Choice. Recorded them all on these little portable phonographs. But when everything fell to shit, Spacer's Choice wouldn't let me leave. Terms of my reporting contract unmet, they said. I stashed my interviews around Gorgon when everything went haywire, and now there's about 5 million marauders between me and them. Look at me, I'm no fighter. I've never even touched a gun. But you're just the right amount of rough around the edges. Help me get my recordings back so I can finally get the hell out of here. No shit? That's downright civilized of you. All right. One of them I stashed in the Office of Creative Incubation, in the projector room on the 3rd floor. I gave another to my friend Birdie to keep in her apartment, just outside OCI's upper entrance. You'll find another in the chem lab. It's in the main lab storage room. The final one is in human inquiry and auditing. It's tucked behind a pipe in observation room B. What with the test subjects running loose, the researchers were surprisingly unobservant. Strength to your sword arm, friend. And thank you.
Alright, well. I kinda like this guy. He kind of just reminds me of a young Morgan Freeman. Maybe like Morgan Freeman's kid. It's mostly the hair and the ears. I don't know if anybody else can see that or not, but I like Morgan Freeman. Interesting dude. Alright. What's going on here?
Jerome would love this place.
Well, Jerome sucks because he's not here. Look at you. Interesting. Problem solved. Bar patrons.
That last drink you ordered had a punch to it. What did you say it was called?
Lunar Eclipse Mix. It's just
Alright, you.
You don't look like one of the salvagers, no? Don't really seem like the type. You've got the look of someone who's traveled far to get here and whose journey is far from over.
You're correct.
You're kidding, right? This rock is littered with so many journals, logs, and phonographs you could open a library. I don't know if you're bound for the old ruins, but in case you are, can you look into something? I'd do it myself, but of course, the Marauders would eat me alive.
Literally, of course.
Looking for something out there. Been paying Sublight to help me, but they haven't made much progress. It is to me, but apparently it's junk to Sublight. My husband and I worked on Gorgon during the good times. Jerome was on maintenance duty. I cleaned out test tubes till they sparkled. Nowhere good, that's for sure. In his final hours, Gorgon was a war zone. Violence broke out in the labs. The hills were full of marauders. You couldn't take a leisurely stroll without an armed escort. When the order came through to evacuate, non-essential personnel drew a lottery to see who would board the first wave of ships. Jerome won. I lost. As soon as I wasn't looking, Jerome switched our tickets and pushed me to the front of the line. I got to leave. Jerome stayed behind. I never saw him again.
I believe they did that in Futurama, where Fry gave his ticket to Leela, and Leela got on the Mayan spaceship to nowhere, or to Mars, and then he had to stay on Earth while it baked alive. I don't remember how that one ended. Obviously, everyone was okay, but I know like vague bits and pieces of that episode. I haven't watched Futurama in probably like 3 years, or at least all the way through in about 3 years. I might sit down and watch that again soon. All right.
That Jerome always chose the right thing, even when it got him killed. This place is greedy. Took my Jerome, and it would have taken me too. I just want one thing back. His old hip flask. I gave it to him the day we signed our marriage contract, and he carried it wherever he went. I know it's still here. No point in denying it, he died on this rock. Likely torn apart by marauders, unless he took care of himself on his own terms. I don't like to imagine what happened, but I know I have to accept it. You'd really do that for me? Law, and I'll bet you're worth 10 of those Sublight sprats. I don't have much, but if you help me, There's a little set aside for the occasion. Jerome used to drink with his buddies in a small kitchen opposite the maintenance shed. Might be a good place to check first. Yeah? That old flirt? Yeah, I let him buy me a drink or two. He talked my ear off about exciting jobs he'd done. All lies, I'm sure. He fell asleep with his head on my shoulder. That man had baggage like you wouldn't believe. I didn't think anyone could be lonelier than me. He bragged about having the key to some sort of maintenance area in one of the old buildings. I never saw it, so I just assumed he was talking himself up. He also asked if I wanted to see something gross and slimy he kept in his room, but I declined, politely. He put on quite a front, but I think he was weary, like he'd seen too much and had too little to show for it. Guess we were kindred spirits in a way. Sure thing. My condolences if you two were close. The lab coats kept quiet about the project, but the air was charged with excitement. You could feel it wherever you went. They wanted to change the world. A tenfold boost to worker productivity with no side effects? Who wouldn't salivate at the thought? I don't know what went wrong, but when the shit hit the fan, it sprayed everyone in its path, including me.
Okay. Another mission to do. Alright, next floor of people.
What have you got there?
Adrena time, I think. I found some in an old...
Nothing going on. There's a room here.
Someone's in here. Hold on. It's coming back up again.
Interesting. Yes. Shampoo.
I'm all right. That last one really emptied my guts. No, wait. Here comes more.
I'll tell you what. If you stand when you throw up into the toilet and you miss, you better clean that up. I've had some people I know do that, and that makes me mad. Oh, Inferno Scythe. Oh, I can't get in there? Okay, hold on. Why not? 1 of 6 out of 1. Who are you? Okay. Sold me a key to the office. Okay, have a key. Worked. Clarence, mostly whoever you are, I'm drinking to you tonight. Bigwig's terminal in the OCI. Leaving the OCI key in the combo is 4815. Okay, 4815. Ooh, a preserved eye.
Hey, Marble. Oh, wait. Nope, that's a human eyeball.
If I'm not mistaken, and I can't believe I'm about to say this, that eye might be the key Lucky mentioned. What strangeness have we involved ourselves in here?
It's a gross and slimy thing that he keeps in his room. Yes. Yes. Alright, we have Lord to read, I guess. Okay, room and board, Borschtwurst, OCI key, ammunition, Stogie Slims, Glacial Age whiskey. Some expenses. Something strange in the mines, check it out. Stay out of mines. Murderous Moon Man in the canyon, probably local legend. Canids yellow, Fisher's Choice logo yellow. Coincidence? No such thing. Okay, this guy's written all kinds of weird shit. Lots of bodies buried in Gorgon, but not too many hatchets. Everyone had a grudge to bear and a finger to point. Lawrence Goodfellow oversaw Office of Creative Incubation, genuinely oblivious or playing dumb. Olivia Ambrose, project director, lead scientist, prickly perfectionist. Do not ask Minnie about her. Killed in evacuation. Lucian Bancroft, Spacer's Choice Man, real top runger. A few logged visits to Gorgon, tensions with Ambrose. Marion Blakesley, supervisor of human inquiry and auditing. Nerves of steel, heart of ice, etc. Disappeared when things fell apart. Jasper Lowe, head of Chem Lab, exhibited increasingly erratic behavior in later years of project. Herbert St. Germain, he's a ghost. Worked at one of the facilities, vanished suddenly, record scrub. Okay, well. Oh man, I got hit with a big yawn. I'm not going to remember any of that. But, power to you, if, you do. But, out we go. Oh, there it is. This is a nice bar. I kind of like it. All right. So, I don't have too long to play today.